Borna and Mandy, and excited to welcome good friend of the program. We can say that, Chris, right?
I'm a good friend.
You've been here 3 or 4 times.
And I was just here a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So you guys are like, geez, we got to book that guy again?
Yeah,
But that just shows that I'm always in Milwaukee. There's always lots of stuff going on. So
that voice is Chris Jericho, who's in town with AEW
I am.
wrestling tonight here, UW Panther Arena, starting at 6 o'clock. You were on with Mindy. This is Mandy. Mindy and Mandy are 2 different people.
I was wondering, because you said Mindy was coming. I thought Mindy was just in here, but that was Mandy.
This is Mandy.
I'm
Mandy.
Mindy, which it's one vowel away.
Well, wait until Monday comes back. Then we're really going to be
right. Yeah,
all over the place.
So AEW tonight, Panther Arena starts at 6 o'clock. Appreciate the time, man. What do you have to do a day leading up to a show and a live show? And
One of the things is it's the same thing as when you do we do a Fozzy show. There's a lot of kind of downtime, but you're still kind of working throughout the day. So usually when I come to town with AEW. And tonight's going to be a little bit busier because I have a match tonight. So then you got to figure out what you're going to do in the match. I always do podcasting stuff. So I have a podcast I'm going to do today. Then I can see wonderful people such as yourself to go promote the show. So it's kind of like, steady all the way through. But then once the show starts, like you mentioned at 6, there's always lots of things going on because I wear a lot of different hats in AEW. So I usually work I'd say probably from about 4 o'clock until the show ends at about 11. Because after Dynamite, which is live, we tape Rampage tonight as well, which you'll see on Friday. So long story short, it's a busy day, but it's always fun to come and hang out with guys like you.
I got a question about your final preparation, because I know before we go out on a live broadcast, Borna's got a routine that he's got to do before he goes out there, because he's been wearing schmedium shirts lately, and he likes his arms to look as swole as possible. So he tries to get like a couple
Schmiegel shirts?
Schmedium.
Oh, schmedium.
Yeah, the arms are out there.
I thought this was kind of a Lord of the Rings.
No. A schmedium
You
shirt.
can see this is on video too on Facebook.
So he likes to get like a quick pump in before we go on a live broadcast.
Now, push-ups and things like that.
Yeah. Now, is that what you do before you go out? Okay.
No, I don't ever really do anything like that. Yeah, I just. Usually, because there's always so much going on. Some guys do the push-ups and that stuff, but I've been doing this a long time, so I just kind of like.
You're ready.
Really
oh my God! All right, put those away, jeez.
And the thing is, though, it's TV, so I always love it when the guys are like pumping up because they're going. It lasts for like 30 seconds, and then you got 15 minutes, and then in the summertime it's hot and sweaty anyway, so you'll be okay. So that's the thing when you're on TV. There's always different things you got to think about. If you're doing a rock and roll show, it's great, but you're not in front of a million people.
Sure.
So there's always a little bit of a different vibe when you know that you're live without a net, so to speak.
Cool. Don, don't you?
Of course I have questions.
A bunch of questions.
I look at you. You want me to keep going? I'll
I got it. I was listening to make sure everything was all good.
We all had our turn, and look at you.
Now you.
The floor's yours.
So besides, worshiping you and and bleeding a lot, what are the other perks to being in the Jericho Appreciation Society?
Being in it?
Yeah.
Hookers and blow.
Standard. Yeah.
Standard.
Glad it's still alive.
Stuff.
Yeah. It's good to hear that's still going strong.
We're keeping that going. Here, like you said, but everybody else is playing video games and messing around with their phone, playing Candy Crush. We are still enjoying the debacle and the degradation of society. It's just we've been having a good time with it, and obviously the most important thing for wrestling is storylines and keeping people involved in the show and keeping people kind of engaged in what we're doing. And we have a lot of stuff. We're busy. We have a big pay-per-view this weekend called Forbidden Door, which is New Japan Pro Wrestling, literally from Tokyo, kind of against AEW in a company versus company type of thing. And then next Wednesday we have Blood and Guts in Detroit, which is our big double ring, double cage match. So tonight's a very important show in Milwaukee. And we're almost sold out, but there are still some tickets left. I know a few. So tonight it's called the Go Home Show. So we have to go home for Forbidden Door on Sunday and Blood and Guts next Wednesday. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening in Milwaukee. So you guys have a busy weekend. You got Summerfest this weekend.
Yeah.
You got AEW in town tonight with a lot of plates to spin. So it's going to be a good summer's weekend here in your fair city.
Can you do a Summerfest set? Because there might be some openings now. Can you stick around and
Now
There's
you're
like 75 bands in the bill, and I was like, geez, when are we going to get the call?
Yeah, that's what I'm
we
saying.
got invited to Kansasville twice, but we can't get invited to Summerfest. Hopefully next year we'll be there. But yeah, I was looking at the lineup, and it was like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of great bands in the bill, so it should be very exciting.
Yeah, it's great. It kicks off tomorrow. It's back in its usual calendar month, first time since 2019.
Which
so
is
it
great,
moved to
yeah.
September. It usually starts end of June over 4th of July weekend, so it's really cool.
Now that's one of the best things. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why we mentioned I was just here a couple months ago. It's great that everyone's back on the road again, and actually Fozzy-wise, we took the summer off because we toured in the fall, we toured in the spring, and we're going back out again in September, which we know we're coming to the rave on, I believe it's September 7th.
17th. Saturday the 17th.
So, I mean, it's great to actually be playing back in Milwaukee proper because Milwaukee's a great rock and roll town. It's a great Fozzy town, and that's like I said, we had so much stuff going on that we took the summer off because everybody's out and everybody's touring. So we're waiting until the fall to come back again.
I want to ask you a question about something we did on the program yesterday, because you're an accessories fella.
Yeah.
I see that you're wearing some bracelets and
Sure.
a necklace. And yesterday we were talking about how the new trend in menswear or men's accessories is pearls. How do you feel about that? Would you do it? Would you rock a strand of pearls?
No.
Okay.
See?
Is there
Absolutely
any
not.
sense of the...
I don't see if it may be a black pearl. Like I can tell you these are
Okay.
black pearl
Yeah.
bracelets that cost $5 each. But
Yeah.
I don't pearl. I always go back to that ZZ Top song of Pearl Necklace, and I don't want to wear a pearl necklace. I just don't
Right.
want one.
And I think that's what most
and,
people
and I could even
landed
go
on.
actually further with the original meaning of Pearl Jam, which I did not know up until about a couple of years ago. We probably can't discuss that here on the air, so I'm staying away from pearls and all connotations and accoutrements involved with them.
Okay.
Somebody under the radar at AEW that you think needs to get pushed more?
Everybody gets a shot, man. That's the thing. We have a huge roster, but you talk about the spinning plates. I mean, everybody's doing good, and our job is to build everybody. So, you mentioned the Jericho Appreciation Society. Right now, we've been building Danny Garcia and Matt Menard and Angelo Parker. Now Sammy's back with us, getting ready to do the pay-per-view match with Wheeler Yuta this weekend. Who's been doing great. So, everybody on our show gets a shot, man. So, who should get pushed harder? I mean, I don't think anybody really should, because everyone moves up at their own speed.
Right.
And a year from now, there'll be some big stars that aren't as big stars now. Every year I have my cruise. And I mean, last year I had Wheeler Yuta on the cruise, and people were like, "Oh, how come there's no Kenny Omega?" Well, now everyone's talking about Wheeler Yuta.
Right.
And maybe next year on the cruise I'll have Dante Martin, and it's like, why is there no Wheeler Yuta? And
Right.
you know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
we're building everybody. It takes time,
Right.
but we're giving everybody a chance, everybody a spotlight at different ways.
And Jericho Cruise is back for 2023.
It is.
Right,
We
right,
did
right.
in 2022. We were one of the first cruises back
Okay,
out, and
yeah.
we went in the fall,
Yeah.
which was great. And then so now it's full on again, February of 2023.
So you, Chris, when you're not performing anything on the cruise, what are you doing? I know not wearing pearls anywhere by the pool or anything like that.
Yeah, we were on the Norwegian pearl.
There it is.
So I'll ride a pearl like a mofo. I just won't wear one.
Okay.
I had 16 shows on the cruise last year between
Wow.
all the different appearances
Yeah.
and shows that we did. So it's the Chris Jericho Rock and Wrestling Ranger at Sea. My name is on the bill, so I'm usually the busiest guy
Yeah.
on the cruise. It's not a vacation for me, but where I get my fun is watching everybody else have a great time, and that's what I'm there for. I'm not there to kind of sit in the ivory tower and just relax and do nothing. So between Fozzy and my 80s Kiss cover band, Non-Makeup Quarantine played. They'll be playing again this year. I do usually 3 or 4 podcasts. We did Family Feud last year. We do Are You Smarter Than Chris Jericho? I've married somebody before. Make appearances at every other show. So there's always a lot of stuff going on for me. But like I said, it's the Chris Jericho cruise. If it was the George Schwartzky cruise, I wouldn't care as much. But George Schwartzky's a son of a bitch, so I got to take over for him.
Speaking with Chris Jericho, AEW wrestling tonight, UW Panther Arena starts at 6. You got Dynamite, the live show, taping Rampage afterwards. You get both. Don, I know you're going.
I'm planning on
You're
being
excited about
there.
that?
I'm so excited about it. Now, one person, I'm not sure if he's going to be there or not because we don't know what the hell's going on with him. And you talked about him in lots of things. MJF. I just want to get your feelings on.
Yeah, I really like. I have a kind of a motto that if it doesn't involve me, I'd stay out of it. I don't really care.
Right.
So if I had a storyline with MJF or an angle with him,
Yeah.
I'd probably be much more worried about it. But I've got 2 huge matches to do. Actually, 3 because I have a match tonight. Like I said, Jericho and Lance Archer versus John Moxley and Hiro Tanahashi. So I got 3 matches to worry about the next week. The last thing I need to worry about is MJF. So I guess we'll see how it pans out. But in the meantime and in between time, I got a lot of stuff I got to worry about on my own.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So show tonight. Congrats, Boombox, the new album from Fozzy is out. That's when you were, I think, in April when you came back through. The album had just
it just came out, and I Still Burn has been moving up the charts, and it's such a cool kind of process to see. If you're Shinedown, you put out a single, it usually goes to #1 within a week or two. With us, it's always a long process. Judas ended up at number 5 after I think 23 weeks or 24 weeks. And now I think we're at week 15 or 16, and we're at number 15. So it's cool to watch every week. Oh, this band has just put out a single. They're right behind us. This band is going down. We're going to pass them. I think we just passed the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but now we've got Nothing More is right behind us. So it's really interesting, and I'm a super numbers guy. And I watch all of it and see who's adding spins and who's going down and who's going up. And it really is a whole process, but we're really we don't take it for granted. When you get a song into the top 20, it's massive. But to get in the top 15 is even harder. To get in the top 10 is even harder, and so on. As you guys know, this is what you guys do for a living. So it's cool to kind of be interested and be involved, seeing the song really kind of get great reviews and ratings and watching it grow.
Competitive, this guy. See?
Yeah.
Not just in the
Look
ring.
competitive.
For reals, I feel like
But you gotta be I never
charts.
understood. I get the artistic true artist.
Sure.
I'm just a musician, I stay out of it, or I'm just a wrestler, I stay out of it. I'm not. I need to know how many tickets do we have available tonight in Milwaukee? How many tickets have we sold for the rave? Where is I Still Burn this week? Who's adding? Who's subtracting? Who's taking us to the next level in spins? Because you get medium rotation, then you get power rotation. It's I like to keep an eye on all that stuff because I've never been the guy to sit back and go, well, I'm just a dumb musician, I just play. And there's a lot of guys who act that way, and you probably know a lot of them too. And I never understood that. It's my career, it's my song, it's my band, it's my company, it's my match, so I want to know all the details surrounding it because all that helps in the business standpoint.
Chris, always a pleasure to talk to you. Yeah,
One more.
I got you.
Here we go, Don.
I'm going to close that.
All right, cool.
I just want to get
This is the big moment.
I want to get this business out of the way.
All right, get the business out of the way. This is a big ass.
All right.
Chris, always
Here we
welcome
go.
here. You've been great to the Hogs, so you can come by anytime. We love to have you.
I'll be here September 17th in studio, day of show.
Absolutely. At the rave, it's a Saturday.
Oh, I guess I won't be there at the day of show.
Oh,
we'll
we
do
something Saturdays?
We actually thought about maybe doing something. We'll talk off there.
All right.
Something fun off.
Come on down. Bring the mobile unit, set it up in front of the rave, and give out popcorn and wristbands and play songs and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Right.
Get your
Popcorn
tickets.
Give out pearl necklaces.
That'll bring the people
Jericho
in.
pearl necklaces.
That would be
for the
great.
one
We'll
show.
sell them.
We'll just sell them. He's not going to wear his.
Well, listen, if I had a
We can
Chris
sell it.
Jericho pearl necklaces, I'll wear them.
Okay.
Okay, we heard it.
You heard it here first, Milwaukee.
Fozzy at the Rave on Saturday. That's September 17th. AEW Wrestling in town tonight. I Still Burn, the new song from Fozzy. We'll get to that in a minute. But Don, you want to cheers, Chris? I've got to let him go. He's got work to do.
All right, here it is. Wednesday is pudding time. It's a thing I created where every Wednesday you got to take a minute and just enjoy a pudding.
Okay.
So I have your choice of puddings there. You have chocolate and vanilla, and I'm not sure if it's in your diet, but
I'll have a scoop with you.
see, that's all I wanted. That's all I
I'll have
wanted.
a scoop with you.
What
You guys
flavors
are
did you
always-
bring for a born
Yeah, I don't see mine.
You can have the one that's left over.
Oh my gosh.
We can
There
share,
you go.
thanks.
Did you listen to Mr. Han and Fast Times at Ridgemont High? You got one? I'll try a bite of the chocolate. So if you would like the vanilla,
I'm full.
Okay.
Thanks.
See, you didn't even want it in the first place.
are we doing this on the air? Can
Yeah,
you hear it?
yeah, that's
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah, we got
That's
this.
fine.
It's like it needs a little beer can like
Yeah,
opening
see,
sound.
There it is, and just
I haven't had pudding in probably years. I used to have protein pudding, which tasted terrible. But real pudding I
this
haven't
one will
had
taste
in a
better,
while.
yeah.
well, it's still good.
I've got the chocolate vanilla swirl.
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
taking a little spoonful right now.
Big ol' scoop.
Here's to you.
All right.
There it is. There it is.
Here's
It's official.
Excellent.
It's
Chris
official.
Jericho.
Really good.
Thank you so much, Chris, for the time.
Thank you guys. Thanks for supporting us. Thanks for supporting Fozzy, and we'll see you tonight at the Panther Arena.
Excellent
Let's do it.
tonight.
September at the Rave, and we'll work on the Summerfest. We'll talk to Summerfest.
Oh, yeah, come on.
This
Come on,
week.
Summerfest.
2023, Chris Jericho, AEW Wrestling, Fozzy, Talk is Jericho, Jericho.
Let's just
Cruz,
make
all
it
that stuff.
Jericho Fest.
It's Jericho.
Right?
Jericho
Yeah,
Fest.
let's- man, come on, man.
All right, it's 1029 The Hog. All right, thank you.